Okay, let me check what time is it. Oh, okay, it is, let's say 5:32, 30, yeah, it's 5:32, 31, somewhere there. What do you say? I see 5:32. If you see 5:32, then I'm normal. Okay, and let's continue going for the parts in this. Why did you fall? Okay. So I usually cook my putu in this pot. Yeah, I ran out of skirboard. That is why you see those black marks. Don't worry, it's clean. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Okay, this is about enough water. Now just put it up here. And I take salt. Most of the time I don't scale my salt, so there we go. I just put enough, what I think is enough. I think that's enough. At least that's me. I don't scale it, even though I do have these Tupperware measurements of all sizes, including this. Some of these I use for scooping mealie meal, sugar, and rice, because I think 2 or 3 are missing. Turn it on. And then we'll wait for the water to boil. So just cover my pot. I come to the mealie meal container and open it. But yeah, like I said, guys, some of these measurements I'm using them to scoop. This one for mealie meal. If you open here, it's for sugar. The reason why sugar, let me show you. The reason why sugar container is empty, it is because I am cutting out sugar intake for the next 3 months. Remember, guys, I'm exercising. So I am cutting out intake of sugar. Usually this will be filled to the brim because I drink a lot of coffee, I drink a lot of tea, and both I put sugar. So not to panic when the water is boiling, I just scoop out about 5 of these scoops of mealie meal. This is 3, 4, and 5. And I just leave it here until the water boils up there. And then how do I turn my putu? I know I should use, so basically for me, I use a fork, a plain fork, F-O-R-K. Don't be hearing other things, YouTube, please. It's F-O-R-K. So that is what I use. So I just come here in my naked, what do you call this, utensils thingy. I just take one. Okay, let me just take the one that is, yeah, this one. The reason I'm checking this one is because, as you can see, it's no longer even. It's a little bent. So just leave it there. I take out some spices. I'm going to use the ground ginger as well. It's coming in handy. And I'm going to take a sachet of used soup already. And I want to choose between this one and the sweet chili, because I'm only cooking one, not two. I think I'm gonna go with sweet chili. And for tomato sauce, I'm not gonna have that one. So there are some ingredients that I do not use when I'm cooking pilchards, and that is onions and tomatoes, simply because it is hot now, and if I use them, by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, this whole thing of mine would have gone off because of the heat. Okay, so my water is now boiling, and it's time to add. As you can see, the water is boiling. Yes, I do it on high heat, but at the same time I have to be real quick. So first it looks like porridge. That's how I do it. And then I reduce. Oh my goodness. That was embarrassing. So then I go back to, remember this baby that was on standby? I put 2 of them, and then I stir again. Something about Ace, maybe it's just me, it rises me, or it really does rise. Okay, so you see it's still a bit wet for me, so I put more, maybe 1 more of this. So I close for about 2 minutes and begin the cooking process of my putu. So not to take you through a tedious process, this putu has been on the stove for the past 12 minutes. So as you can see, that it is exactly how I wanted. I've been treating it by turning it now and again. As you can tell, it is now done, and it's exactly how I like it. Remember I told you that Ace mealie meal seems to rise. I don't know why, or maybe it's the amount of water, I don't know, but the water that I put in is quite small. But now look, it's a full pot. So this is going to take me about 3 to 4 days to complete. So part of it is my dinner, part of it is my lunch. When I come back again from work is my snack. By that time it's almost done, and maybe maybe little will be left, and then I'll have for dinner, and that's that. Then I'll either have to cook rice, or I repeat uputu, or I do something else. We'll see. So right now it is done, and I'm satisfied with how it looks and how it smells. It does smell that it's cooked. Next, it is my pilchard fish tin that I am going to be preparing. So for now, I'll switch off I'll switch off the stove. So back. So once again, I use this dish to pour in this tin fish, but first I have a tin opener. Is it tin opener, this thing? Sometimes I don't know how to use it. I know I need to pinch and then twist. Sometimes I do a good job. See now, stuck. Sometimes I do a good job of it. Sometimes I do a terrible job of it. So I just keep spinning until I think it's fine now. And then I just use a spoon to lift the lid. Okay, I think it's done. With a bit of mess. And then I just pour it in here. And I usually like putting water to clean the can. Yeah, again, don't judge me because I don't clean these fish. So basically what I do is I mix them, I break them into some little pieces, not too, maybe like chunky pieces and stuff. No, it has never killed anybody. Those intestines and stuff like that that you clean. The reason why I don't clean them is because I refuse to touch fish with my hands and have my hands smelling with fish for days. So no, thank you. I'd rather eat the intestines. So let's clean this mess up. And so the next thing that I do, I pretty much do everything in here. I would add, let me just be a little bit pretentious and bring out my measurements. So I think I'll just take a teaspoon, if this is a teaspoon, of salt. And then I'll add in here. And then I will take my ground ginger. This is how it looks like. It's grounded. Grounded, it's ground, for crying out loud. Past tense of grind is ground. So I'll just take maybe half a teaspoon, throw it in there. And then I like this Heinz spices. It's my favorite. I put it in everything. In everything. I know it's to marinate steak and all that, but so I'll just put a tablespoon of it. So this is a tablespoon. I'll just put a tablespoon of it. And then I'll take Raja curry powder and I add it in. I will not measure that one. I put that much. And then I stir. I add them all together. And then from there, and then we go back to the stove. And then I take the pots, this very size. Hey people, my pots, they are huts. Huts, as long as the pot for me, I don't care. I don't go for fancy. I go for A to B. As long as I'm able to get to B from A, I'm cool, right? Then I take some cooking oil. This is cooking oil from Checkers Hyper. I'm just gonna put like a dollop of it. That is enough for me. And then just before the oil gets too hot, oh, it's already hot. I just put everything in there. I stir a little bit. The heat is too high. I'm going to reduce, don't worry. So what I do is I put water in here to increase the volume in there. Almost like stew soup like. It's exactly what I am making here. I love it like that. I love it like that. And then I just add onto what is already simmering. Just increase the volume a little bit. And then I stir. I know some of you are like, is he going to eat the fish with the intestines? Yes. Don't judge me. So once again, we take this. Okay, stuff here are starting to look a little clustered. And I hate that. So then I take this sachet of tasty hearty beef. And yeah, mix masala, people. Mix mas. Yeah, people. Mix masala. Mix masala. This is to thicken my stew. Do we call it stew? I think we'll call it stew. I call it stew. So this is to thicken, but I don't feel this much is enough. Let me get more. Just getting more. I'm gonna cut and pour some more in there. So in here I added cold water and warm water. And just stir. I want to get like a mushy consistency that I'm going to pour into my pot. This part of my cooking is not going to take any more than 10 minutes. So this is the consistency. Okay, let's see. This is the consistency that I like. It's almost watery, but at the same time mushy. But you'll see when it gets into the pot, it will get mushy. Okay, let's see. It's after 2 minutes. It's exactly how I wanted. Oh, in case you're wondering, these are eggs. If you were paying close attention to my sink, inside the sink, I had 4 eggs. There they are. I don't know why people put eggs, like boiled eggs, in stews like this, as if all this is gonna penetrate the egg, because it doesn't penetrate the egg at all. It makes no difference. But it's stuff that I grew up on. You know, you watch your mom cook and she does these sort of things, and then you eat and you are happy. Yeah, so that's the reason why I did it, because I saw my mom do it. So if she did it, that means it was right. So guys, I am satisfied with ishabasami, or my stew. Now it's time to let it simmer maybe another minute or so, and then from there I dish up. Well, it's time to plate up. Hey, tell me something. Am I the only one who has all kinds of plates in the house? ceramic plates, but chooses to eat out of a plastic container lid. Me, this is my daily plate. This is a lid of a container. I'm not sure what container this was, but for the past 4 years or so, this has been my dinner plate. I love this. I love eating out of this. By commenting down below, let me know if you are one of those people who like eating out of a plastic plate or something that could be utilized as a plate, like in my case, a lid from a container. And then in comes my poutru. And once again, I'm using the Tupperware measurements. I'll just push the poutru this way. Still steamy. And then I'll just plate up. It's so weird that my mom used to dislike it when I would use plastic plates to eat my dinner while everybody is eating with ceramic plates. And she would say, people, if somebody walks in, they will think that we are abusing you or we are discriminating against you. So this is much that I would take. If I want some more, I'll count for seconds, but for now we will keep it here. And in come my stew. Yeah. Again, use the same Tupperware measurement thing. I like it nice and runny with the egg or two. Just, yeah, 2 eggs will do, because the other 2 I want to carry it for my lunch tomorrow. Yeah, simple as that, guys. No complicated dinner, just uputu, tin fish mixed with all the other spices that I mixed with 2 eggs. As I've mentioned, that tin fish has a tendency of going off the moment it feels heat. So even this itself, I'm going to put the lid, but it's not going to fully cover it, because I do not want to wake up tomorrow morning to find that my pot of stew with my eggs have gone off. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to have my dinner with Nando's peri peri sauce, extra hot. This, and I had a fight on Saturday evening. I could not sleep because I was just running to the little man's room. I'm just gonna drizzle. I'm not gonna put too much. Usually I put a lot. I love hot sauces. Yeah, I do. Especially this one. I love this. Let me bring it closer. This particular one. In case you are interested, buying it. So yeah, guys, my dinner is ready. Please don't judge me because I did not clean the fish. I don't clean the fish because these hands of mine, there's no way they are going to stink with fish. So I would rather eat the intestines, but they're clean. I've never come across a situation where I found a nail or something disgusting inside. Maybe it's yet to happen, I don't know. Okay, let's go eat. Usually I eat either here, this corner, or I come to my YouTube studio where I sit down and eat while watching a YouTube video. So I love this girl, and by love this girl I mean I'm a fan of hers. I think she's such a great storyteller, and I hope people do understand the context of her stories rather than the content of her stories, because I believe she is teaching lessons that are hidden in all these men that women meet. Do I believe she has gone through these things? No. I think this is fictional, but her whole point is to, not that I'm minimizing her storytelling or maybe invalidating her experiences, if these are real life stories that she has gone through, but me just using my brains, I think her content is all about the lessons in these stories, like the moral of the story is. And that is why sometimes she would turn it on you and says, kanti vele vele wena inkinga yakho umfana, emhlabeni wonke jikelele wena nje unakene nomfana. That is her clue of telling you that this is a lesson that you should learn out of this fictional story. If I'm incorrect and Sbuswa does watch my videos, please do correct me. I am open to correction, and I will make a public apology if I misinterpreted your content. Please do forgive me if you feel invalidated by my analysis or analogy of your storytelling. But other than that, I love her. I never miss an episode from her. There was a time where she was not posting and I was like, oh my goodness, am I blocked? But why would she block me? Because I don't comment. I do watch, I like. Actually, I was just starting. Usually I would like a video towards the end. Okay, that's what I usually do. I would like the video towards, I would watch the whole thing, and then from there I will click the like button towards the end. So I'm just doing it for show right now. So yeah, I'm busy watching her while I'm going to be having my dinner. So guys, thank you so much for watching my vlog today. We are indeed celebrating Vlogtober 2022 day 10. It's been fun to make this video. I hope I got to capture all the important parts about my process when I cook. I like cooking very simple meals. I think I did mention in day 9 of my vlog that sometimes I would eat uputu nompupulo. If you don't know what umpupulo is, it is sugar water. It's water mixed with sugar. I love that. It's something I eat once a month, sometimes twice a month. Just me, I don't know, reminiscing, I suppose, or becoming nostalgic, I don't know. I would eat that. So this brings me to the end of this vlog. If you're not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and click the bell notification so that you do not miss out on any of my YouTube uploads. And also leave me a comment down below and let me know how you cook putulako or your pap. Do you put salt? I like to put salt. And don't forget to like the video because guys, it helps with the algorithm. And I'll see you next time with a new vlog. Goodbye.